Alright, I am back with a new Destiny 2 video. Bungie was kind enough to drop the TWAB here the exact moment when Noah is napping, so I can record this before he wakes up, hopefully. I hear this is a shorter TWAB, but there still is some information in here, so I will do a video on it. This is from Sam. This is the first TWAB of the new year. They took like a month off of TWABs because of the holiday. Happy New Year, Guardians. Welcome to the first TWAB of the year. We hope you had a relaxing and peaceful holiday and that the new year treats you well. Between moments of triumph, literally forgot moments of triumph is happening. I've like not paid attention to that at all. Iron Banner Fortress, Revision 0, and gestures wildly to the game in general. There's a lot going on. So we want to make sure you have all the deadlines you need before the season wraps up in 47 days. Grandmaster Nightfalls, January 17th. Next Iron Banner, January 31st. Oh, there's a date. Okay, so we do get a date. And that is the week before I am on vacation, so I could have done the grind in 2 weeks, but I didn't know that until now. So, whatever. I got my chainmail. Final week of the season, February 21st. That's pretty clear, given that Lightfall comes out on the 28th. But good to have dates regardless. Okay. Grandmaster updates. These went live like already, or at least some of these did. As a little preview of some of the changes coming to Grandmaster Nightfalls and Lightfall. When Grandmasters launch on January 17th, we are making the following power adjustments. Decrease the power level needed to enter Grandmasters by 25 to 1580. Oh, wow. That's the powerful cap. That's not even the pinnacle cap. Decrease the overall power level of Grandmaster activities by 10 to 1620. The current power difference of negative 25, where all enemies are 25 power above you, is still in effect. This means you can enter at 1580, but enemies will be 40 power above you. You can use artifact power and or pinnacle drops to increase effectiveness up to 1595, where you reach maximum effectiveness. Okay, that's good, because 1595 is not bad. It's what was this supposed to be before this? It was like, I thought it was like 1605 or something, and that's pushing it a little more, unless you're like Mr. Crazy Grind person. So this is a good kind of compromise. So you could even, I could see people doing, challenge 1580 runs or something. I don't know. We'll see. But that's kind of an interesting solution. We'll have information on further changes to Grandmaster Nightfalls and other high difficulty modes coming soon. I wonder if they're going to put in contest for like hard mode raids, hard mode dungeons. That seems to be like a pretty obvious thing. So this seems like something that they could implement with this system where there's, maybe it's not negative 25, but like negative 10 or 15 or whatever. And then if you're below that, it's harder, but it's kind of a mix of both. So like you do want to level to a certain point, but it's not like a hard barrier to entry like GMs have been, but still hard enough where you'll want to grind up to like, the maximum minimum power, I suppose. So I'll be curious to see what they do. We know other difficulty changes are coming. They literally took away light level for seasonal activities this time. I don't think they're totally getting rid of the power grind, but I mean, anything's possible, but I would be very surprised. Okay, Iron Banner. After 2.5 seasons of playing the new Iron Banner and experiencing 3 new Iron Banner modes, Rift, Eruption, and Fortress, we've gathered a lot of feedback and have some upcoming changes to share. When Iron Banner returns on January 31st, we're planning on increasing the amount of Iron Banner rank you earn at the end of matches. So glad I did this grind the first week. Doubling the multipliers you get from wearing Iron Banner gear, having the multipliers you get from completing challenges, and significantly increasing the multiplier you get for wearing an Iron Banner emblem. We expect this to decrease the number of games needed to earn rank reset by around 40% and make it more worthwhile to play earlier in the week. Oh, RIP me. I mean, granted, that was kind of my fault, jamming that on the first week. I didn't think they would make changes like this between the 2 weeks of the season. Oh my god. Whatever. At least I don't have to do it next time regardless. Alright, starting next season, Iron Banner will be available 3 times a season, and an Iron Banner emblem will be on the reward check in the first reset if you don't have one. Not the shader though. That's still going to be 2 resets apparently. But if there's 3 Iron Banners and it's 40% shorter to do, that's not bad. We'll have more information about the modes and dates to expect in Season 20 as we get closer to launch. Yes, also having the dates up front is a good idea. So, whatever. I'm not going to be too mad about this and that I overgrinded last week. No one was, like, demanding I do that, but, like, we didn't know the second date, and I didn't want to do all this grinding and, like, get halfway there and then not be able to even play the second week. So, these all sound like good changes. This sounds like the grind is going to be significantly lessened going forward, I wish they would just increase end of match drops. That is one thing that I think they need to do. And they're also reducing focusing costs. They already said that too. So that's a good idea. They're reducing it by like 75%. They unlocked all the standard mods. We all know about this now. It was yesterday's video and articles about that. They don't show up as unlocked in collections, which is weird, but you can use them. We have a blog post planned for next week with more information on how mods and build crafting will be evolving in Lightfall. I've heard this is like a pretty significant series of changes. I don't think it's just like tiny nerf here, tiny buff there. I think it is much more significant than that. That is all I'm really think I can say. I don't have any like super details, but this seems like it's going to be pretty significant. That's what I'll say here. I am very curious to see that. I didn't know they were going to share as early as next week, so that's cool. We can all talk about it then. Stay focused. Oh, right. This is just the focusing cost being reduced down to 25 from 50. Wasn't Iron Banner 100? I thought it was. Maybe not. Adept weapon focus cost is down to 50 from 250. 250 was freaking nuts. Cost of focusing regular ritual weapons, 5,000 down from 10,000. Make gear focusing available for more players who haven't been able to save up Scrooge McDuck piles of legendary shards over the years. This is part of them changing the economy with no more planetary materials, and I think they put more legendary shard costs and upped shard costs for some other things, and there just aren't really that many great sources of legendary shards. So I think this is a good change. We want to make sure players have opportunities to chase more spicy rolls without breaking the bank. You can try these next week for Trials, Crucible, Gambit, and Lord Saladin when he returns. So this is also something that is happening this week. Yes, you can pet the dog. What is this? Okay. Our team has been able to stretch our creativity when it comes to adding fun, delightful characters into the game, like Fallen Babies, Bobbleheads, and Star Horse. A few weeks ago, a metallic pupper was discovered on a space station, added to our hearts. We wanted to share just a little more about the sweet dog and how it came to be. Each season, we spend a little bit of time brainstorming fun little Easter eggs. For this season, everyone wanted to build a robot dog. Okay, but it wasn't that easy. After the team came up with the idea, the first question was, can I pet it? And we knew the answer had better be yes, so we quickly performed this interesting test to confirm that petting the dog was indeed possible. Good. Glad I love game development. Okay, but that's what does it look like? So here's the concept doggo. Here, that's actually pretty close to the end one. Its face, I think its face is a little bigger, but that is pretty good. After tons of folks who added their own creative contributions, we finally had Archangel. His name is Archangel. I freaking told you. People were like, no, it's just like the Archangel program. I knew it. That's hilarious. Okay, because they had the Archangel gear in the past seasons that was like heavily Rasputin hinted. So the idea was like Rasputin was going to come back and his new name was going to be Archangel. It was like an EXO. No, Archangel's the dog. Oh, and they call him Archie. Yeah, someone on Twitter said Archie. That's cute. Okay. A concern about the future. They're leaving the helm at the end of the season, but they will be returning to the tower in season 21 for more pets. Okay. Well, at least they thought ahead of that. That's good. I am worried about the overall Seraph Station mission, but we'll see. Okay. Bungie store updates. Everything sucks ordering from the Bungie store because it takes forever to get things, but depending on product type, it can take 12 months to manufacture physical merchandise. Doesn't seem ideal. I don't know. I don't really buy things from the Bungie store, but okay. Stadia characters are dead, and after January 18th, you should not deactivate cross-save for any reason, or you will lose access to your characters. Big yikes. Okay. Stadia account. All right, this is all just Stadia stuff. Known issues. Push the objective Crucible bounty gains progress inconsistently. Players may be unable to crouch after the first scanner augments. Resolved by entering and exiting a menu. All right. Players who do not own Beyond Light are unable to reach the security zone above the Ziggurat on Europa, preventing completion of the Seraph title. Don't you just have to shoot it, or does it not appear at all? Okay, whatever. New Iron Banner armor does not count toward progress toward the Ghanora Seal Triumph. High Mind Complex gauntlets display floating pieces of the armor when on a feminine character model. I don't even remember what armor that is. Kills using Hierarchy of Needs exotic bow will display a submachine gun icon kill in the feed. Yeah, I've seen that. Centipede error codes. Yes, the Centipede error code I get every time I turn the game on, which seems very disconcerting. The mods are not unlocked in collections. Okay. Movie of the week. And good art. That's a wrap for this week's TWAB. We hope this new year is kind to you. We don't have a lot of time before Lightfall launches, but still a lot to cover. Be prepared for a lot more exciting updates leading up to launch. One more for Stadia players in the back. Please set up cross save. Okay, so Iron Banner Changes coming as soon as this season, which will make that grind less horrific for everyone who isn't me. Cool dog arts. And then we will be hearing about the big mod changes coming with Lightfall next week in the next TWAB. So that's sooner than I imagined, although we are getting pretty close to Lightfall here. We're like almost just over a month away, month and a half away from Lightfall. So good stuff. I think these are good changes. I think they've learned some lessons. It would have been great if this stuff was implemented at the beginning of this season, not in the middle of it, but whatever. I am very curious to hear more about the power level changes they're going to be making. This seems like a good start, and this seems like this might be a map for future kind of hard mode content. And I do think we are still going to see a lot of power-free, +5, +10 kind of things, because that's gone over pretty well, I think. I do not know if things like the Pinnacle Grind are going away or not, but I can only hope, I guess. All right, so that is this week's TWAB, and we will have more things to talk about later. But thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.